We lost him. Sadly, yes, higher beings is refused to see in nor interest the cosmic abyss.
We have to be patient.
Heck. It says, the lost head of the forsaken god. Strange. Looks like it's snoozed. Better find what I'm here for and leave. There seems to be some quite rare artifacts stored in here. Most impressive. Cool and good. Expression of astonishment. Definitely fake. Never seen nothing before. I've never appreciated that kind of stuff. The exit. So, here is I am again. So far no antimatter. Oh. Luke. Lucky me. One capsule is left. I guess to be returning. Seems like I've been ported somewhere else on the planet. Good thing that I found the antimatter right by the head of the forsaken god.
Did he just say?
Yes. Quick, intervene.
Felt as if my final part has lost his last find. It appears that the egg-headed one has eventually succeeded.
Oh boy. When Mean Man will give the antimatter to the collector, he will ask him for the emerald again. Hope his answer will be 4. Or he'd be collected. Best is, I'll wait and look what happens.
I got it. To count the beans, all I have to do is to... Stupid beans. What's that my ears are witnessing? Okay, when it is so important to count the beans, I count the beans.
Wait. Tell us, Meat Man.
You said something about a forsaken god.
What did you see in the cosmic abyss?
Oh yeah, Seems like the collector is some kind of forsaken god.
Oh no. It all makes sense now.
What?
Listen, me man.
Before the time the ancients existed, the dimensions were ruled by a mighty.
Why are you guys spying on me?
Redundant. Now concentrate.
The dimensions were ruled by a.
Why does your voice sound different?
That's my flashback voice.
Oh.
The dimensions were ruled by a mighty group of many immortal beings, called the gods. One of them, by the name of, was very greedy. He betrayed the gods as he stole the everlasting cuboid of eternal peace, decapitated all other gods, and ravished their heads.
So how many heads did he take?
We don't know. No one knows.
Oh.
The gods are immortal, but decapitated. They are not more than useless shells. The cuboid corrupted, boosted his greed, and gave him great power to plunge the dimensions into chaos. Eons passed, in darkness, in pain. Eventually a group of mortal knights formed together, and they cornered the god in the Hollow of Wrath. One knight managed to steal the cuboid and fled. His mission was to take it and hide it. No one has ever heard from him ever again. The other knights fought to hold him back. Many of them died, but finally, although a god can't be killed, they decapitated him, and by that act was unable to bring chaos over the dimensions ever again.
I note this to be the best anime fighting history in my iPad.
Focus. Me man.
And was damned to remain in the Hollow of Wrath. The heads were brought to places no one ever knew about in this time. One of them is the Cosmic Abyss, as we now know. To hold the heads back from escaping, they bound them on place with a vast amount of antimatter. Eons passed again and someone found the cuboid hidden in the clouds of fragments. This someone was the founder of the Council of the Ancients. They forged a rhinestone out of the cuboid, the almighty glitch emerald. Years ago a thief robbed the emerald and vanished.
Dramatic pause.
Meanwhile some creature must have found in the Hollow of Wrath, and equipped him with his chopped off heads.
Wait. Whence does it have them heads from?
Idee.
Of course.
Except for one. He also must have given him the information where to find his lost head. Higher beings can't see him, nor enter the cosmic abyss, so it is assumed the creature which helped must also be superior. Later got in possession of the glitch emerald, but not knowing what it is. He uses it to trick people, so that they have to bring him antimatter from the abyss. It is not only the amount of antimatter he is collecting that will attract the lost head. It's also the lesser amount of antimatter in the abyss that's holding his head back from escaping. The problem is, the only weapon to stop is the emerald itself.
That was a lot information. What do we do?
We must plan our next steps very carefully, since we don't know the answer to the collector's questioning. Not imaginable what would happen if he finds out about the true power of the emerald.